starting Alan Wake 2 on the PlayStation 5. I am very much looking forward to this, considering how glowing the reviews are, and how much I like Control, and how much I actually want to like Alan Wake, even though I was not a big fan of the original game, the 2010 game. Just, it was moody, atmospheric, had some cool things going on, but I wasn't ultimately an Alan Wake enjoyer. But no, I can't deny the really positive reception this shriekle has gotten. So I'm ready. I'm ready to be spooked by this video game during spooky season. So I'll just get to it. To continue, actually, it's fun that they put that in there, like, to continue. Usually it's like press X to start, but yeah, this is the shriekle, so we shall continue. Yeah, typically I'm a performance kind of person, but from what I've heard about the, the the visuals of this game, it's really all about uh, getting getting the best out of the visuals, not so much the FPS. It's a survival horror game. I don't need to have that smooth 60, because I think quality locks it to 30 FPS, which is fine by me, as long as the the graphics are as good as they can get, no compromises on. So yeah, I'm sticking to quality for this. Hyperacusis. I don't even know what that is. Decrease high pitched sounds. Okay. I do not have hyperacusis. I don't think so. Okay, that all looks good to me. So I'm just gonna get this started. And I'll keep this on normal difficulty. I'm not exactly the best at survival horror games, so just go with the default. I don't want this to be a frustrating experience, because that's like the it's the easiest way to the easiest way to remove all tension and atmosphere in horror games is when you keep dying and you have to do the same section over and over again. It just gets frustrating, and it's no longer scary in that fun way. So it's no longer thrilling. It just removes all of the tension. So I don't want to go to story, because then maybe there will be no tension going through the game. But yeah, so I think I'll just stick to normal here.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. this story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
This is a surreally, very real-looking man. Doesn't look like the game wants me to see his face, though. Running through a dark forest at night, naked. That is terrifying. Oh, that got me. Oh shit. It is making me jump. I'm into it though. Time to run, old man. Thanks for letting me know, game, that you saved.
rest of the stuff. I need to finish this. What the
Jesus Christ. That was intense. Holy shit.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
It's so good to have Sam Lake's face with James McCaffrey's voice acting.
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
How it always should have been.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map. Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
I should take a look at that map.
Cool, it looks like an actual map, so it's not like, oh, this is like a 3D map that tells you everything, like exactly where everything is. Mind place.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
It's over here though.
I need to go back. Got a case to solve.
Okay, okay. Good to know that this is that type of game. It'll box you in. Just you follow the path. I think the game will be more obvious about letting you explore. So good to know the limits. This is I'm starting the game.
Over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
Those damn feds gonna show up, Mulligan!
Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
It's a very delicate way to frame things, but sure, I'll take it. I get the picture.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took him back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
So that was the guy that we were playing as at the start of the game, I think. Don't quite remember all the details of the first Alan Wake, even though I played it like just 3 years ago. But this name is kind of ringing a bell. Ted Lane. Cases with an S, so there's going to be multiple of these. Okay, interesting. Okay, before we go through that door, let me just check this part of the mine place.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Does not pause the game, huh? Interesting.
Nature gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Ooh, that's cool. So yeah, touching the left part of the touchpad just brings up the map, and then right just instantly puts you here. That's sick. Yeah. It's the SSD at work. Okay, so the map does track us. Like, it's always going to show where we are. Okay. I'm just going to keep moving forward, even though I know like the rental cabins are over here. But yeah, let's just follow.
You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
They're already starting off with the meta commentary.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
Mirrored, okay. Surely we'll be using that as a visual metaphor to anchor the story.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
God, I wonder how cold it is. Oh. Subtitles already picking up the dialogue from so far away. We got some reds going on now. Colors. As we get closer and closer to the murder scene.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
No, so this isn't even the main thing we're investigating yet, because they're the three people.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. Think, Saga. Nah.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Okay, that was a bit confusing there because those 3 things are all basically connected, and I was just trying to place them in like with the spaces that were provided, like right next to each other, but the game wasn't letting me. But I had to just put the evidence on top of the first one, and then it would just place it beside it anyway. So that was a bit confusing. Okay, so are we actually going to be doing some full-on detective work here? That'd be very interesting. See how that actually plays out. Like if you're really going to have to use your brain.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
Okay, so what was it? The third person, like the original list, is not this person. Okay, I just assumed that, but it's not. This is somebody completely different.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
I'm trying to remember if this person was also in the first Alan Wake.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Okay, so I guess I need to put the clue where you can see the red line.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Love that Fatboy Slim song.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Sure, you could just get that information from thinking about the person.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Yeah, she could just feel it.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
You gotta keep that that folk story in mind.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Is it one of the pages of Alan Wake's manuscript for his novel?
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in.
Oh, Casey's having a time. Need help? Oh, no, you can just teleport. So that's so far actually the strangest things we've seen in Bright Falls. Not so much the murder, the cult murder stuff. It's another day at the job, but that's fucking strange.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Hi.
Yeah, I remember this place. Yeah, in the first game, walking down these roads.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Don't remember these bozos.
Don't care.
Can we get some of this?
Not enough.
Is this free?
Never enough coffee. Oh, that rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it in Coffee World. Get it where you can.
Oh, there's like a reference, I guess, to the first game where you have to collect a bunch of thermoses, which I never really did. There's no point to it.
I am pretty darn sure my, I mean our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
It's a nice looking float to share. This is my first Deer Fest, so I don't know what to expect, really.
It is the finest entertainment a town like ours has to offer.
You.
The happiest day of the year. Like Christmas, but better.
Well, I certainly hope so.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Culver Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
I guess it's just her superpower. She can just tell immediately, oh yeah, this person is hiding something from me. Yeah, this dead person was doing something, and a very specific thing.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Oh, goody. I love it.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
See you around.
How can you be so calm?
Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those two idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
Yeah. Just good old racism rearing its ugly head.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
He's the one who did it. He's the one. Red flannel shirt guy. He's the Grand Wizard.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Oh, planting that seed of doubt. I love it. I love it.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
Hey.
I wonder if this is going to be... Well, I guess there's the mind place, but is it like actual physical headquarters where you'll be staying while you investigate these murders? Just walking around the police station.
Agent?
Of course, everybody just clams up the moment the FBI agent walks into the room.
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
So far the game looks great, but I guess also setting aside that one bug with Agent Casey freaking out, can climb that ledge so he just teleported over it.
But I don't care for all these gruesome murders and whatnot right here in our wholesome little town. It's not what I signed up for.
Who are you talking to?
It's not for the faint of heart.
Faint of... Oh.
Yeah, as I was saying though, like this game looks great, but I wish these shadows look better. They look, they don't look great. Everything else though looks pretty good.
With all this official business yet? I have a breakfast bagel waiting for me.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and I'm lost in the woods. You only had a tour guide, also, bear season.
Oh, these are great.
Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
Lovely, lovely people, lovely locals. It's a lovely tour that I would love to go on. Also, I love like just like the barely restrained, definitely not American accents there. But I'm also not quite sure if they're supposed to be of European descent, and that's obvious. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not so sure because it's plays into the lineage of Remedy's games having these live action commercials or shorts playing on the TVs or over the radio. It's a fun time. Like using actors from, was it Finland? Yeah. So you can hear the Finnish accents.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
I don't remember that happening, at least the way I saw it. Pretty much got caught immediately and got stabbed in the neck? But I don't see any stab wounds in the neck over here.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. That's it. Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. I need to know more about the Code of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down. The Code of the Tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Okay, interesting. Because we know who is responsible for the murders. Alright, sure.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Get out of my house. Get out.
Go!
Let me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Okay, okay. So I guess that was that was the first chapter, and it ends with a song, of course, lovely. Because yeah, if I remember correctly, the Alan Wake first game also had like, oh, this is kind of supposed to be like a TV series, right? Like, so it's the first episode or first chapter. I guess kind of a book, but you know, it uh, ends each chapter with like what was it, like a previously on, something like that, or maybe I'm thinking of Until Dawn. Until Dawn definitely did that. So yeah, that's cool. I had to listen to the whole thing, even though I figured, yeah, you just press X to keep going with the game, and I'm guessing that's going to be a thing for the rest of the game. It's going to be the one song. Hopefully not. I would actually like to hear more new ones. Like, yeah, that was actually a pretty good song. I like that. Okay. Before I actually continue here, let me just take a very quick break. We'll be back. All right, I'm back. Let's go. Chapter 2. What's up with this big dead guy walking around talking about witches and lights?
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Is that not Sheriff Breaker?
More than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
I like how professional they're taking all of this in. Like, yeah, sure.
Pages on the floor.
Instead of just completely freaking the fuck out.
Breaker dropped one before he disappeared.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Audacity. I like how he said that word. Audacity.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch, get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
Yeah, there's like extra text when you read this or watch or listen to them, I guess.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too, Nightingale. Was, but wasn't a Taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job, he'd be inside, waiting for her.
Also, seeing that stuffed owl reminded me of the lyrics of the song in the end of the chapter. Find the deer to find the owl. I think that's how that one part goes. Ooh, this is the song. Yeah, okay, we're not gonna listen to that again, at least not right now. Oh, this is all in the mine place? Yeah, it looks like it. You just have that music playing here. Cool. Oh, but it stops. It stops when you like you can't like walk around with it playing. Feels like because when I press circle to back out, it stops. That's unfortunate.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Switching sugar and salt. Whoa, why is my coffee all salty? It's supposed to be a little sweet, but...
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is.
Yeah, this is the real life picture of Sam Lake.
Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon.
Is she actually home, or is she actually dead? uh... That's the exit. Guessing these are health items?
Must be locked from the other side. I can't get through this. A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve. Nope. think, Saga. Hmm. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Did the bodies spook us?
Crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Well, yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real.
Okay, I'm enjoying Thornton.
Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
There's obviously a logical explanation for all this happening. And like very competent police officers, they would not jump to the conclusion that, hey, nobody else is here. Maybe the prime suspects for the killings of these police officers would be these FBI agents, right? Because obviously a fucking corpse wouldn't have been able to do it. Okay, so it's a key here. Oh, I should look for a map of the sheriff's station. I'm assuming it would mark it on the map. But oh yeah, there's this locked door that you need a certain key for.
I need bolt cutters.
Where are those, was it Ilkor? Iskor? Oracle brothers? I'm just taking all this stuff, and I'm not even sure what they do. I think they're ammo, recovery items. Are you gonna keep the flashlight on, Saga?
Terrifying pair.
Oh, did she put that away automatically, or did it just press a random button? see that you're just pretending to type words in your keyboard, but nothing's happening on screen. What the fuck? Come on. You can do better than that. Let me just take that. I'm also working. Confiscating stuff for the case. Yeah, you'd think this police station would be more up in arms about.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am.
There you go. That's what I need. Okay. There's also a map of Bright Falls itself. Can I do that game? There you go. Okay, cool. It is actually just showing. Door underscore item. That's funny. Looks like it's supposed to be code, like actual code and programming. Battery. Missed a battery. Oh, maybe for the flashlight. Yeah, because that was also the case in Alan Wake 1. Because the flashlight was your main. Well, it's not your main weapon, but it was the thing you needed to use to make the enemies vulnerable, because they don't like the light, which connects back to this game. The enemies are well, they can't see in the light. You don't actually use the light to attack them. Let me just look at their mail real quick here. Lucy? Is that a Twin Peaks reference? Also, this is some Windows 95 user interface. I wonder if this is supposed to... No, it doesn't, because yeah, it's 2010 and they reference the Alan Wake incident event. Well, I guess they don't necessarily call it Alan Wake. It's the Bright Falls incident. It's like 13 years ago, so this is like modern day. But obviously, because it's a fucking backwater town, obviously the police department will have outdated tech. So yeah, it says right there, September 9, 2023. Officer Lightfoot's magic routine. Sounds like a good time.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you.
Okay, this dude is wearing a red flannel shirt too, but it's not the same person, I think, from earlier.
Something bad's going down. I can feel it.
Who are you? He's got the funny mustache, suspenders guy. All right, that's a character for sure.
I like throwing you in jail every other day. No, I don't. Do you have any idea how much paperwork you're causing me? What's a lot?
It won't open.
Good point. I need to clean out these mirrors. This mirror has no ray tracing. This sheriff station has no ray tracing. This Windows 95 software.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
We don't have any other leads, so by default, I guess it is the best one.
Mercedo won't roll over on the issues.
What issues? I actually wonder how much of this section of Bright Falls you can just freely explore. You just run around talking to people.
Good to see you.
Oh, this must be the map. Like, yeah, I wonder if you just go to all these different spots. Go back to the diner. Like updates when you do stuff.
I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
Oh yeah, I guess you can. You can just walk around. Cool. Also, yeah, maybe there is a like free-form exploration that's part of the game. You don't always have to be pushing forward with the story. Or maybe it is. This is actually what you need to do sometimes.
Weather forecast for Deerfest. I've been working on this float for a month straight. If it rains, I am gonna lose it. It'll ruin all the paper mache. That shit is delicate.
I'm sure we'll get a nice sunny day.
Oh, so now you're a weatherman?
Like, I wonder if you really need to walk around town and maybe talk to people to find more leads, find more clues, maybe open up different cases, maybe even cases that aren't directly tied to the main case. That would be cool. But also it'd be kind of maybe somewhat, a little bit, a tiny bit anxiety inducing that, oh, what if I miss something? What if I miss something that's actually crucial to solving the case if I just keep moving forward and not taking the time to explore? Sorry, I'm busy thinking about being a detective. Yeah, this is, I'm already thinking about it. Like, oh, the one way to get the true ending is to make sure you scour all of Bright Falls first. Find the hidden area, the hidden door, the hidden room, the real killer, the mastermind. If you don't take the time to walk around and talk to everybody after every major point in the narrative. Maybe I'm thinking too much, you know, I'm thinking too far ahead. It's still very early in the game, literally just the second chapter. I don't know how long this game goes for though, so.
Good afternoon.
Can't imagine it going for too long, but you know what? Okay, I'll go back to the diner, see if there's anything new here.
Yako, we're going to a cool guy's house to drink some brewskis. Are you coming? No, Ilmo.
These dudes
I'm
again.
very busy wearing a turtleneck and drinking wine like an asshole. Oh dear, I know what Yako needs. Amamir to the rescue. Bring out your inner Wolverine with Amamir. Wow, this is the best party ever. Thanks, Amamir. Alma beer is a traditional Finnish lager, and we drink it the Finnish way.
Okay, yeah, so they aren't hiding the fact
while
that
actively avoiding small talk with strangers. Getting blackout drunk on a boat during midsummer and trying not to drown. In the sauna, using your beer can to hide your big belly from wondering eyes. Partaking in the Finnish tradition of kalsarikännit, drinking at home alone in your underwear with no intentions of going out. It's not sad.
Yeah, sounds like a good time.
Alma beer, your Finnish drinking adventure starts here.
Oh, now this is making me want to grab my own beer. Actually, I do have one sitting in the fridge. Yeah, maybe I'll bust that out actually. Not while I'm playing, obviously, though. It's a weird animation opening the door. He's not a human! She's one of the Taken.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
You know what? All of these weird little visual hitches kind of add to the surrealness of the game, so I will just view those like these issues with that perspective to make it not immersion breaking.
I need a tool to get this open.
I do think, though, I'm still at the point of the game where it's still tutorializing stuff, so it's probably better to just follow the main path for now. And I'm betting the game will just tell you eventually, hey, okay, now is the time for you to really just to explore. Take your time. Rose, you got nothing to say? Nothing weird to say? One of the cops told me that you just say weird shit for the sake of it, so. But you know, it's cool. Down for that, but not when you're telling people that, oh yeah, your daughter actually died years ago. They drowned. It was a very painful, tragic death. So why do you not remember that? That maybe is a bit, you know, too much. It's too weird. That's some really yellow hay bale. You know, okay, I'll just push forward for now, and then I'll take a cue from the game if it wants me to really just explore.
Setter is better.
I wonder when we'll actually start playing as.
Something out. Be right back.
Got it.
No, I'm done checking things out, Saga. Let's not keep Casey waiting. And yeah, as I was saying, like I wonder when we'll actually get to control Alan Wake.
Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
I mean, this is where he disappeared, right?
Before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Return to the heart.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
Very self-aware one.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Oh, are these the brothers?
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
Ah shit, the FBC. The Federal Bureau of Control. There's the connection.
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
Sounds cool, yeah.
What is this thing?
Take you up on your offer if I
It's
was
just a
on the
monitoring
job.
station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can gnaw right through a garbage can.
That's all I've got for the moment.
Okay, I wonder how much they'll actually play into the story.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Fragments. So I have to put them together first? Oh, to upgrade weapons? Okay. Ah, shit. There's upgrading in this game. No, I don't have enough of these pages yet, so... No, I'm pulling out my gun. Just to read things.
I'd be happy to get you VIP tickets into Coffee World. Word.
Fix these things. Yep, there's their logo. Wonder if in this timeline, this Jesse Faden is still the director.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is. Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Okay, it would be very cool if you actually do have to look at these footprints instead of like the game giving you, oh, it's a trail or a silhouette of the person, so that you don't miss it like most of big AAA games where you have to do some quote-unquote detective work where the game basically does the detecting for you. I mean, this game also kind of does that already. It's like it's not like super hardcore about it with like the placing of the stuff and the board and the mind place, and obviously Saga just jumps to, just lays it out for you as well once you place it in the right direction. But, you know, it's the little things like right now. Just you can follow footsteps in the mud. Especially if they're from a supernatural source, it leaves these prints. Music got very dramatic all of a sudden. Witch's hut. Wait a minute. Let me just check what's going on over here, even though the footprints don't lead up here. We will have to go back here some other time. Good of you to move on really quickly after basically getting rejected. Find some other thing to distract you.
Hey, Casey. What's the Far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do. A lunchbox again.
Love that joke.
Leaving these out here.
Alan with hearts. And what are these things around the lunchbox? kind of want to shoot that. Like, these look like targets that maybe something will happen if you shoot them, but it's a survival horror game and I don't want to waste precious bullets. Anyway, it got sidetracked. The music was getting super tense.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something.
Jesus Christ.
A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
Alright, jump scares. This game will have the jump scares.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
That's a big tree. Okay, I think I read this already. Yeah, into the doorway.
Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
I was just there, like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, alright. We'll just go down the main path for now. Until the game explicitly tells me, oh yeah, you should maybe do some exploring.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The page described the hut being lit. And mentioned a fuse. fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. This fuse is busted. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Ooh, okay, it's a break room. Save room. Coffee. Thermos. Snacks. Love it. Saving. I also love it. 2 hours, 7 minutes played. Cool. Return to the heart.
Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. The fuse was in place. She found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped inside the witch's hut. Something rushed through her. A presence. Familiar. She couldn't quite place it. Something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light. Saga felt safe. Like nothing could hurt her here. There were objects that stood out to Saga as if the light had manifested them. Pulled them from the darkness. A shift in reality, heavy with hidden meanings. A coffee thermos, a shoebox, a mop and a bucket, a poster on the wall, and in the cabinet, another manuscript page. Witch's ladle, towering over Saga, watching her and the witch. The image of the witch in the sign, Nightingale's heart, a cold, dead lump in her hand. Her definition of sanity had changed since she arrived in this town. But she trusted the pages. Was forced to. Saga addressed the witch. She squinted to read the first part of the ritual words. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. The words she had read on the page. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. This was the key. The tree was the threshold.
Shouldn't spend time on old questions.
Oh, okay. Was that the game just putting all of this for you since? Okay, that's funny.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual.
To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
For a while, they played cards in the general store. The witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
Interesting. Okay. Before I clicked on this, I thought, oh, maybe you actually, yeah, maybe you do need to do more investigating to get like a direction. But oh yeah. So yeah, I was actually thinking that maybe this case board will help you, point you in the right direction, but you don't actually need to do it to make progress. But no, it does actually feel like, especially with the profiling, yeah, you definitely need to do it to make progress. But seems like, yeah, there were like clues that I had collected that the game just put it up on some of these, like an earlier part of the case. Like, oh yeah, I don't need to linger on old questions because you already answered them just by, playing the game. So I had that thought that maybe actually you don't need to go to the case board to make progress. But probably for like major story points, like, oh yeah, you really don't have anything to go on right now, so you have to rely on Saga's somehow here for unexplained power of just, oh yeah, I can just profile these ghosts and these people I've never met before. So
I need to check the general store for the heart. Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
it's a creepy sound to suddenly play. Alright, so I have to go back to the general store. Oh, it's just right here. I thought it was back in Bright Falls itself, but it just says right there, point of interest. So I just move forward. Hi game, make a note of it.
Nightingale mentioned the general store. I need to check it out.
So I'm looking for a freezer. Is that what the manuscript said, or the profiling of Nightingale? The witch stole his heart, put it in the freezer. Oh, big deer. Oh yeah, I think I remember. This is the part in like the stuff that they showed. So there's gonna be Yep, actual enemy.
The solution has to be in here. A cultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
Where did I get this? Logan's Charm. Oh, you have to hold it down.
Saga edged toward the broken door, her gun ready, flashlight aimed ahead. Nightingale said it would be here. The Cauldron Lake General Store was overgrown, left to rot. Saga thought about the cult of the tree. They had been here, waiting, planning a gruesome ritual murder. Meanwhile, they played cards in the general store, like it was just another late-night poker game. Saga stepped closer to the door. Had the animal broken it? There was a loud crash. Saga found herself face to face with a cultist, a hulking figure in a raincoat. We watch in the night, wild eyes behind a plastic deer mask, an axe in his raised hand.
But that's in Return 1, right? So, I guess, like, yeah, in Alan Wake 1, you don't get all of the pages like chronological order, so. Ooh, okay, inventory. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this game really seems to be taking much from the modern Resident Evil games, which I'm all for. Okay, I know there's like a swirling source of darkness there that I have to illuminate to get probably the heart, but let me just do this one other thing first where I want to get that shotgun. Alright, Fortuna, the counter. So is it? It's either. Oh wait, no, it's crossed out. So I actually have to look at the. So the four numbers are crossed out. So does that mean they're old codes? And there's maybe a new one? Okay, let's keep it simple here and just try out these four codes: 705, 713, 717, 723. But maybe if this game being clever, none of these are gonna work because they're all crossed out on the pad. But let me just try, and it's probably connected to these two other things, maybe. Yeah. Seven oh five, 713, 723 don't work. 717? Lady Fortuna. So Lady Fortuna is guessing it's got something to do with this person here, Madame
I don't think
Agnieszka.
this is relevant.
Because yeah, she's a palm reader.
These numbers match the ones on the lotto ticket.
Okay, so there's definitely a code that you need to. Alright, so 705, 713, okay, so 739, okay. Yeah, that's the pattern. Okay, so it's not as straightforward, so that's cool. I like that. But I kind of wish that Saga wouldn't chime in, leading me to where I should think about things. I would have liked to maybe not get that nudge without me, wanting to get a nudge. Sure, I'll take it for now, but yeah. So it's 739. And yeah, there's been a lot of talk about it's not normal, right? It's underlined. It's normal. I was wondering, why is it defaulting to story? But no, I think it's set normal. It's the one underlined. Yeah, there's been a lot of discussion about difficulty settings in video games. Like it's a never-ending topic, and a very heated one was when God of War Ragnarok had its puzzle sections that are basically solved by the your companions, like a second, like you wait for a second and they just, oh yeah, you should do this. And yeah, a lot of people didn't like that, and a lot of people wish for like an option to, hey, maybe don't, maybe make that optional, maybe make that a thing for people who want it, who need the help, but. Like, I think it would be great if I could just completely turn that off. Like, if for like, because this feels like an optional thing. This is a thing that you don't need to do to make progress in the story. Like, I would get it if like the game would. I mean, the game is already kind of doing that, nudging you towards what you need to look at, to like with the clues in the case board in the mine place. Saga talking out loud. Like, I'm fine with that because yeah, it's main story stuff, so it makes sense for the devs wanting you to not get stuck on something. But for like stuff like this, yeah, I know I didn't solve it immediately, but still, would have liked to get more time before Saga chimed in to say, hey, that note irrelevant. Hey, these numbers, they're it's the same numbers, so, and that basically tipped me off to what I needed to do, and I don't know, would be great to just turn that off. Just, let the players have an option, because options are great. Like, keep it on. Like, yeah, if for people who want the help, yeah, just keep that thing on. But for people who who would rather just take as much time as possible, like, I am not gonna give up on the game because of that. Like, I'll keep playing and I'll try to solve things on my own. But yeah, anyway, enough of that. Back to the game. Way ahead of you, game.
The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Okay, so also got to look for lunch boxes in Bright Falls town proper.
Sounds literary, but what does it mean?
Meanwhile, they played cards in the general store. The witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense.
Okay, so back to the witch's hut. So yeah, walk out, take this right, and then this one to the left, or forward, I guess. Yeah, well, left. So I go down this road.
Found the heart in the fridge. Just like the page said I would. Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay, okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting.
Okay, Witch's Ladle, not the hut, but we're gonna save here since this is the save room. Break room, save room. Uh-oh! Didn't fancy a spin there?
Fucking monsters.
Big tree. Wait, is this not where I'm supposed to go? The witch's sign. Oh, okay, so yeah, there. Oh, right. Here, yeah.
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the Heart Witch. Show me the terror.
Oh, this is cool as hell.
think I'm in the overlap. Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me? Fuck. Okay, Saga. Going in solo. Logan? Logan! Where are you? What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things.
Okay, I am nowhere to be found because I am in the overlap, so there's no map. Oh shit, I have to defeat Nightingale. So he's in here. It's like the first boss fight.
What was that? Wait. Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is looping. Like a nightmare.
The rider went into the lake, banished the dark presence. Taken still lurked in the woods. The dark place receded. The current pulled back those with darkness inside, into the lake. Nightingale was there, one of them. The dark presence, Jagger had taken him. The witch had stolen his heart. They sank beneath the waves. The dark place, wandering in the shadows, muttering to themselves. It's dark. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I? I can't remember. It's cold. Premium cabins for rent in Bright Falls. Who said that? Can you hear me? I need help. Please. Stop this. What did I do? You must dig it out. Their shape shifted. Echoes of the writer's dreams. Fading in, fading out. The next story and the story after that. The writer was writing again.
He's here. Nightingale.
trapped here. To escape. Danger.
Who is that? It's like they're coming in over a bad signal. Nightingale's badge.
This is so cool. Okay, I fucked up. Triangle brings you to the fucking inventory. It's R2. You have to press R2. And to hold R2. Oh god, okay. Shit! This is tough.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
How to escape. In danger. The dark presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it. Hey! Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
Okay, alright. So, I was way overthinking that boss fight. I was thinking, oh yeah. There's a new song. Alright, I don't like this song as much as the other one. Mainly because of this dude's vocals. So, I'm just gonna talk over it. And, yeah. So, yeah. I was overthinking that fight because I was worried about, oh yeah, maybe I have to find the source, I have to reveal it. And I was like wondering why, after doing it the one time, you know, doing the R1 thing to burn away the darkness, to show the weakness, the weak point, like after that, oh, I guess I need to get to the next phase for that weak point to show up again, because like yeah, the first time through I got to like the second phase. Like I was trying to get that weak point to show up multiple times, and I was thinking also I need to conserve my ammo because it's that type of game. So I was like trying to pick my shots and also trying to get a feel for like the dodging, getting out of the way, because yeah, the big swings take a lot of do a lot of damage, take a lot of your health, and it's not like super precise, and obviously like the animation of Nightingale is like very it's supposed to be like misleading with like how you want to time it. Like there is sort of a delay to it. It's got a bit of that Elden Ring delayed animation to make you dodge earlier than you want to, and getting knocked down, and then also getting cornered, because yeah, I was like trying to, you know, plant my feet, place my shots, and also it doesn't help that there's really no sense of direction in that very claustrophobic area, boss arena, which I understand, makes sense. It's supposed to make you panic, make you back yourself to a corner, and it's all supposed to be very disorienting, so I get that. It definitely worked. But almost too well, because I was almost reaching that point of like, yeah, the frustration when it comes to like these types of games, the survival horror, action horror, where the tension starts like fading away into frustration. Like, what am I doing wrong here? And it's just, you're repeating the same thing, you're hearing the same lines, and the supposedly scary boss is starting to get from like being scary to being just kind of annoying. Because yeah, it was just like pinning me down, and I can't fucking see anything because I'm getting pushed into a corner. It's like, yeah, like a fucking Dark Souls boss fight. So like, fucking camera issues here too. But like, yeah, I kind of understand like the intent of the fight is to just make you feel disoriented, and then of course there's fumbling with the inventory, with the healing, because it's, you know, you're not exactly the fastest lady, and you have to, and like the healing is not instantaneous. You have to actually press it and hold down a button to get it to heal. So there's that too. So yeah, it's all swirling together to make you panic. But then, yeah, again, I was just overthinking it. The source, at least I don't know. Maybe I am actually mistaken on here, but it looks like from just that boss fight, never appeared again. Even after I was like flashing like, turning up the intensity of the flashlight to burn away the darkness. It was only stunning him temporarily, but it wasn't exposing another weak point. And I was like thinking, like in the failed attempts, like why is that not showing up again? Do I need to really plant the flashlight for longer? But doesn't feel like it's working that way. Like it was like automatically putting the flashlight away after he gets that stunned animation. Like it didn't feel like I had control over the duration of how long I was aiming the flashlight at him while I was holding down R1. It's like, yeah, and that part of the frustration already started bleeding out into how I managed to successfully defeat Nightingale. I was just fucking unloading all my bullets, not even caring about where I was landing them. I was not, thinking about landing headshots anymore, because maybe that doesn't matter, because yeah, it's like the weak point. The weak point is what matters, the source. And since there was no source showing up, like I thought, yeah, it doesn't fucking matter where I shoot him as long as I hit him. And turns out that was actually it. There's nothing else to it. You just fucking unload your arsenal, and yeah, I'm betting because it is on normal difficulty, and it's probably the same with hard, but the game just gives you ammo when you run out, like when you run around, and there are these containers that'll just give you ammo. So, like I think that's a very illuminating boss fight for sure. If that's going to be the case for like most boss fights moving forward, like I'm sure there's going to be more to the future boss fights, more gimmicks to it, which I would actually like, instead of just being that sort of thing. Oh, you just run around, run away, and then unload all your ammo onto them, which is not that interesting. So, but it's definitely something that I'll be trying to remember when it comes to future fights. It's like, yeah, try not to think too hard about it. Like, do the thing where you expose the weak point and then try to shoot that when you have that option. But if you don't, just fucking pull the trigger. Just pull it as fast as possible, making sure you land. It doesn't matter where you hit them. And yeah, it worked. It worked against Nightingale at least. So that is going to be the strat that I first employ against future boss fights. See if that works, like the simplest, most straightforward approach. And if there's like a gimmick to the future boss fight, then yeah, maybe I'll figure it out. But I'll try not to overthink things and put myself in a situation where I'm just frustrated. Like, what is going on? What am I not doing wrong? And yeah, also moving forward is like, I need to just move more. Just move more instead of planting my feet, backing myself to a corner, because I can't, like, because there's no mini map, and at least for that specific boss fight, the area is intentionally disorienting. So it's no easy way to maneuver. Like, oh, this is where I should go, and like I'm not backing myself into a corner. Like what was happening? Like, oh, I was turning around. Oh shit, it's a wall, and he's right on top of me, and he's gonna swing, and I'm gonna fuck up the dodge and get hit and get pushed into the ground, and the camera's gonna go haywire, and I don't know what's happening. So try to avoid that in the future. Is like, but also yeah, they're fucking ghosts, supernatural, just teleporting in front of you. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, the lead up to the fight was very cool. Like, God, I feel like this is something special. At least the atmosphere, the mood. I'm loving it. I really am. This is great. that was like the only part where the frustration was starting to creep in. But thankfully, I pushed through. And yeah, Alan Wake, he's now back in the real world. It seems after being gone for 13 years, stuck in the dark place, because that was where he ended up at the end of Alan Wake 1. He saved his fiance? Yeah, I don't think they ever got married, but because his fiance girlfriend was taken by the dark place, held hostage, and then he gave himself up to save her. That was like the ending. Like he was stuck in there. So now he's out after 13 years, living a nightmare in the dark place, and looks like things are bound to get more complicated now. So, yeah, all right. I'm just gonna load this back up. I'm gonna hit continue, and I think I'm guessing that the game just saved. Right, let me see what it'll show here. Returned. Yeah, that was 11 minutes ago. I think that's when I started my fucking. Yeah, it's a quick save and a checkpoint. So I'm betting, yeah, that's, right after I beat Nightingale. I'm guessing. Been talking for 11 minutes. Yeah, I was also considering like, oh yeah, if this is going to be the case for all boss fights in the future, I might actually consider bumping this down to story so that it does not become a problem for me, because I don't think this is the type of game where like combat or like the skill expression is really going to be a thing that matters. Like this is going to be a game that I play for the story and like the atmosphere and seeing all the cool shit and being scared by the jump scares, the spooky atmosphere, which putting the difficulty down to story I don't think is going to affect. Maybe in the fights itself, but then again, yeah, the fights are like, it's not supposed to be like this high octane strategic thing, so I don't know. It's still going to be a thing that I'll consider. Like like if maybe the next boss fight happens to be also, if I do like run into a brick wall, I don't care if I put down a story mode. Just to, yeah, see the thing and not be walled off by, and like lose the feeling of being, immersed, quote unquote, in the story, in the horror aspect of it. Like I would gladly give up the challenge just so that I don't end up feeling frustrated. Like fuck this shit. This is not exciting. This is not fun. This is not scary anymore. Like I'd rather just bump it down to story mode to get over a hump faster than just ruin it with combat that I am not clicking with. Alright, enough talking. I'm just going to resume the game, see where it takes us, and then I'll probably just end there.
Anderson, where did you go? All of a sudden the radio stopped working and then that flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest. Is this who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
Alright, so I'm going to click load here, and let's see where the saves, like the quick save or the checkpoint is at. Okay, saved 14 minutes ago.
Casey, how? Am I still... Is this the dark place? No, it can't be. I got out.
Yeah, alright, I'm just gonna keep playing some more.
Has the same name as me. Great. Moving on.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a little bit more to see.
With the flooding gone, could be further clues out there. The flooding disappeared very suddenly. I wonder if there's any connection to the overlap. To Nightingale.
Until I get a save. Until the game saves. Because I don't want to have to boot the game up and be confronted with that boss fight again. Like, yeah, I wish the game would just say, oh yeah, it saves like at the start of the chapter, because it still says return to the heart. So like I don't know where exactly that is. Like, yeah, 15 minutes ago. Like I'm guessing like it's probably safe to assume that's at the end of that chapter, but like just for now, because yeah, I talked a bunch. I want to be safe before I quit out of the game, and I'll try to remember to look at this next time I finish a chapter, just to be sure. I would like to stop here because this feels like a good stopping point, but.
If you see pages of writing anywhere, you must take them and keep them safe. Our lives could depend on it. They have vital information.
We know about the pages, Wake. We'll keep an eye out for them.
Okay.
Okay, so I can't get back up there. Yeah, I'm not seeing a prompt. I can't mantle this, so. Yeah, okay, so I'm just assuming this blackened out area is like some space that you can't get to right now. Okay, so I guess I'll go here. Alright. Doesn't look like I can investigate anything here. Like I wish in if I brought up this pause menu in the section where the song starts playing, like after a chapter, like it would just put up like save game here. Like I think that would be fantastic, just to for assurance, to still make sure like the player feels safe about quitting out there, and then so that when they load back the game, load the game back up, it's like, oh yeah, there you go, we started after this credits sequence or the song sequence or whatever, because it feels like a good stopping point for anybody like just playing the game naturally. Like it would just be a thing that would make the player feel safe about quitting out there, instead of wondering, yeah. Or maybe it's because I was talking out loud. I missed like a save, like that sign at the bottom, at the top right corner that says, "Oh, the game saved." Maybe I missed that, and I will be on the lookout for that next time as well. Once I finish a chapter, just to make sure that it does actually save at the end of
a creepy twig sculpture.
Yeah, at the end of a chapter.
A locked box. Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it? Notes and ammo. Looks like they're tools of the trade. The cult doesn't see their victims as people.
Okay, so I'm wondering if I should heal now, or I don't think the game is gonna be mean enough to. Oh, game save. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, I was about to say, like, I don't think the game would be mean to start more combat encounters right after you beat a boss. So, I'm thinking maybe the game will just heal you automatically after you get to a certain point. Okay. Backward L twice? I don't know about that. Like, I don't know about having, but sure. I guess I will do it, but... What? Okay, I guess there's... Oh, what the fuck? That's just a wolf. Please don't make me fight fucking wolves. Ah! God. Holy shit, that's a tanky wolf.
Even the animals are turning into monsters.
Why? Why would you do that? Why would you make a fucking... Oh, god damn it. Games are never gonna tire of using dogs to... as enemies. Alright. Light. Okay. Shit. That's the stream. Stream side, okay. Shit, and this is like all optional stuff? God damn it. Okay, so these are like stashes, like campsites, I guess.
Back at Witch's Ladle, Saga pointed the flashlight at the strange, dark substance. The same substance Nightingale had left at the morgue. There was something hidden under it. She strained to see. The opposite of sunspots in her eyes. Blacker than black. Suddenly a change. The light reacted to the substance. A feedback loop, surging up her arm. Saga squeezed the flashlight, willing it to penetrate the dark matter. Burn it away.
The cult is leaving supplies around for themselves. Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Let him watch. Okay, so cool. So the key works for that. Is that it for the key? Is it a one-time thing? So I still have it. So that's what I used. Okay. Let me see if we can cross this bridge here, maybe? If that is a bridge. Looks like we can. Okay, so this is all optional stuff? God damn, okay. Great.
There's something written here. A poem? Or a riddle? Reminds me of the nursery rhymes I read to Logan when she was little.
Okay, this is a lot. Like, I was really planning on ending the session. But, fuck. Ugh. There's gotta be another, like, save point here somewhere.
A little clothespin doll. Perfect weird souvenir for Logan. Creepy dolls. Mysterious rhymes. No weirder than anything else going on, I guess.
Yeah, it's all cool, weird shit. But, yeah, I don't think I have the mental bandwidth right now to dig into this, so... Yeah, this is gonna be a thing that I'll have to go back to. I need a screwdriver for this. Okay. I'll be doing this a lot. It's gonna be annoying, I'm sure, but... Okay, so I can't cut through here. I really have to take this path. I'm making a bet that this private cabin would be a save point. It is! Hooray! Okay. That's it. This is where I'll stop. Let's get this page. Let's let Alan read this out loud for us. The Cult of the
Children
Tree.
in Bright Falls all grew up hearing stories about the Cult of the Tree. Feral maniacs living in the woods. Satanists chanting, "We watch in the night," as they perform blood sacrifices in the forests. Or things not quite human lurking in the dark. There were many versions of the story, but they all shared one important element. Danger in the dark, in the woods. Somewhere among all the urban legends lay a secret truth. The real identity of the cultists prowling in the woods. Real faces hid behind the masks. Real hands held the knives. Real people fulfilling a grim purpose. The forest was not safe. People were right to keep their children away from the trees.
Okay, yeah, I think I'll also leave the putting up the other cases on the case board for the next session, just so that I remember, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is what I can do. So, yeah, let's just do a manual save. Yeah, let's close that door for privacy. Here we go. Still in chapter 2, Return to the Heart. Alright, save just now. Alright, yeah. Actually, let me try something. So if I load, so these are quick saves and checkpoints. So I just made a manual save here just now. Now I want to see where. So yeah, I think this is the part where I was wondering if this saved after I'd beaten Nightingale, but I was not sure. So I'll try to load this up, see where it takes me, and if it puts me right at the point where Casey joins me and Mr. Wake at the beach, or if it puts me before I fight Nightingale. We'll see. I just made the save. I made a manual save here, so I'm good. Okay, so this is the cutscene. Where is this? Okay, yeah, so this is the cutscene that plays after beating Nightingale.
Who are you?
Or wait.
Who are you?
No, yeah, this is.
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
I had to escape. I'm in danger. The Dark Presence.
Right. Okay. All right. So that makes it clear to me that once you finish a chapter or beat a boss, it'll just save. Which, you know, it makes sense. It makes sense that it'll do an actual manual save. Good to know. Or a quick save, right? A checkpoint. So I think next time that when I do finish a chapter and it like starts a whole cutscene, I can be, or well, no, when like the song plays, that part where you just it's like supposed to be like a end of episode credit sequence. It's safe to quit out after that, so that when you boot the game back up, it'll just start the next chapter, or at least the next section. Apparently, we're still returned to the heart, so yeah, it's something to keep in mind for the next session. All right, that's it. Cool. This is very cool. I am supremely digging this. I am. This is definitely like a even better start compared to Alan Wake's very kind of hokey intro, if I remember correctly. So I am very excited to play more of this. And then yeah, just seeing the game now open up after beating Nightingale, and then this whole side area that is apparently optional that I'm definitely not gonna pass on. Like I will definitely dig into all this stuff. It's cool investigating these different cases and actually putting up a case board with like the red lines, the in your mind place. It's all very cool. Some really cool ideas here. Yeah, I am very excited to see where this game goes. All right, that's it.